In this video, we're going to carry on working on our BMI spreadsheet. We currently have some data involving student weights and heights to work out their BMI. We also have some formulas in the background calculating the BMIs and also the totals, averages, the maximums and the minimum values in a data set. So we're working on formatting, and the reason you're going to format your data is to make it look, make it look nicer, and just make it so that you can identify and read the data a lot more easier. So in the first video, I kind of bolded some headings, or made some headings bold, just so that we can see that they are titles. What I'm going to do now is use a border function, or the border tool, which is up here at the top. And I'm going to set a border going around the whole table, just to, again, just separate it from the rest. I'll do the same thing at the bottom as well, put a border around this little section. Just to make it look slightly more nicer, I'm going to use the align tool over here at the top to kind of center everything and also put it in the middle of the cell if it is currently not in the middle of the cell anyway. I'll do the same thing over here as well. I'll put all of this data centered using the center text align. Okay. So another thing we could do as well is sort out the decimal places as well. So I'm going to decrease the decimal places to 1 for all these ones which have a lot of decimal numbers on it. Just quickly do that. Okay, let's put 1 decimal place on that one. And here as well. I'll take that one to 2 decimal places, why not? And this one, we will reduce the decimal places to 1. There we go. So we've now reduced the decimal spaces. We put a table border around our data just to again separate it out. What I might want to do now is use the fill option, fill color, to put a color inside of the table. Let's use light gray. Just makes it easier to read the headings. Use light gray again. Obviously you can use any other color that you wish. Maybe work on a heading as well. So our heading is class BMI. If you want to change the font, you can use the font tool over here. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to use Courier New. You can also use whatever font you would like. I'm now going to change the font size, make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 20. As you make it bigger, obviously the cells will kind of adjust to fit that data, but what you can do is merge the cells together, and to do that you would highlight the cells you want to merge. At the top you have an option saying merge up here, and you can merge in center, or merge and kind of move the text across. Usually if you just click on the button, it will just merge all the cells and center the title. Let's just say I want to make it bold as well. It's just a bit of additional bit of information. Maybe just highlight it, you know, a specific color, whatever color you want. I'm just going to highlight it yellow just so we can see it. This is also another bit of additional information. Whatever you want to do just to make it stand out, I'll make it bold just so that we can see that this is the calculation for working out the BMI. There are lots of other formatting tools that you can use, but those are just some of the basic tools. There are more formatting or font options that you can choose from here. Sometimes you might want to wrap the text around. So if you look at this cell here, E2, I believe it is, that cell contains, the BMI formula, and that formula kind of spans over and expands over cells F and G. If I use the wrap tool, what it will end up doing is it will just kind of contain it within that one cell and wrap it so that it just displays everything in that. Lots of benefits for it, just to make sure it stays in one column, but just for this purpose, to make it look slightly more nicer, I'm going to wrap it, but I'm going to merge it into this cell here. So E, F, and G2 are all merged into one cell. I'm just going to make it look a little bit nicer. Put it to the top. And then just resize the column so that it looks slightly nicer. Well, not resize the column, resize the row even. There we go. So that was a quick rundown on how you can format some data just to make it a bit more easier to read. In the next video, we'll look at how you can make a chart to represent data and analyze some patterns that we can see here.